it's between them. I'm not going to get into it. Certainly not publicly. Yeah, it's between them, and they can sort it out. They're both big boys, and hopefully there's some apologies going one way. As far as the rest of it goes, I don't even know what they were saying. They were talking Ukrainian, so I have no idea what was said. And, you know, things get heated. I'm sure it won't happen again, so it's done now. No, not really. I have a few comp ones. I repack and I pack and repack my bag at least 5 times, intentionally as well, but not for training. I just do what they ask me to do. Yeah, keeps me involved, keeps me enjoying it all, and yeah, that's about it. Something I've never really thought about, obviously. O-burst. I'll go for O-burst because he can do all the trash talking. It depends which way you're more efficient. I personally am probably slightly more efficient going straight to my chest. So on a lighter weight, I would always go straight to my chest personally. But some of the guys manage to save energy by going to their stomach, then to their chest. No, it doesn't, to be totally honest. But yeah, I mean, good luck to them. They're making a lot of money, so why not? I don't know, but I hope so. I've got to say, the moment when JF broke it last year was incredible. Obviously, it was mainly the athletes there and crew and stuff. There wasn't many fans there. So even that, it was such an epic moment. I did an 18-week prep. If I really went for it, I reckon I could probably do it in 12. But ideally, I'd probably like to do it in longer. Like 20 would be a nice, easy coasting. No, I've not seen anything obvious, not when I've been refereeing. Thing is, it's such a tricky one with the terms used in Strongman, novice and things like that. You know, you could have someone who's exceptionally strong, but it's their first competition, so obviously they have just as much right to be there as anyone else, even though their strength is above the level that is. I don't like the terms novice, personally, because I think some guys doing those shows are not novices at all, but that's just their level, which is fine and great, and still want them to compete. But I do think that the term novice should be replaced with something else. I'm not sure exactly what. Thanks, mate. I know one in particular, to be honest, but I do think that there's going to be some amazing performances. It's great to see Big Z back. That's pretty incredible. But yeah, I want to see all the guys, and there's going to be some amazing performances, I'm sure. Don't think I've really got any that people wouldn't expect. Obviously, I've watched a lot of rugby. I like athletics as well. It's all stuff you'd probably expect, to be totally honest. I would say probably deadlift. We're talking friendships, relationships, or just in general. I mean, the most important one is being a nice person. And yeah, that's really important to me. People are nice. Also, straight people that are not two-faced. It's probably one of the biggest traits I can't stand is two-faced people. Yeah, can't stand that, you know. People that are nice to people to their face and then talking badly about them behind their back. But yeah, being a nice person, being sort of decent and having good manners, you know, just generally being a good person. That's the qualities I like in people. At the Arnold's UK, I will be on the CMP stand and the Silverback stand. Definitely need to, mate. We should meet up and go up there, if you're up for it. Yeah, of course. Most things are okay to eat on a diet. It's all about getting your calories and your macros right. Obviously, you want to avoid too much sugar and things like that, but chicken thighs are totally fine. There's a number of different options. For me to explain them all here would be take too long. There's a number of different options, from diet plan only, training plan plus diet with no check-ins, coaching package which is check-ins, messaging, video reviews, etc. And there's a few other options as well. If you just head over to terryhollandscoaching.com, fill out the original questionnaire. Chris, my sales guy, will get back to you and go through all the options with you. And yeah, obviously him doing that enables me to focus on the training programs and the meal plans and stuff. Yeah, I mean, they can do. Strong is strong, and your body doesn't know the difference between what movement you're performing in terms of, am I doing a deadlift or a trap bar deadlift or anything like that. Your body just knows the load that is being put under, and it knows the load that's going through each muscle. The whole point of assistance exercise is to use them to work on weaknesses and things like that. But will your hamstrings get stronger by deadlifting? Yes. Will they get stronger by doing leg extensions? Yeah. Not leg extensions, hamstring curls. Your hamstrings will get stronger from doing deadlifts and hamstring curls. So yes, there is definitely some benefit to doing them. Yeah, it's possible. I think Billy's probably got to have a good shot at it, I think, this year. I'd have been expecting him to have a good shot anyway at Europe's Strongest Man. 4th of September, we'll see. Depends what I'm doing, really. If I'm busy and on the road, like at the moment, I've probably been eating more than I normally would because I've been on the road so much. You can still make good choices even when you're eating on the road, so it doesn't have to be terrible food. Yes, I have, and I sometimes do. Mainly only cleans, power cleans, hand cleans, things like that. But yes, I do sometimes put them in my workout programs. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. It's great sport. You've got to be strong, fast, athletic, explosive. It's got a lot of good qualities that you need, and I enjoy watching it too. No, but I did have to cut my walk short. I was only out for 45 minutes because I was busting for a poo, so I had to rush back. I respect your sexual preferences, but I'm a heterosexual man. Years ago I would have liked to have, but no, I couldn't do that. Couldn't be away from Zach, to be totally honest. I actually just try and talk to people, constantly ask how long I've done, tell people I'm doing all right. I just try and distract myself in any way I can, so I don't really think about it a lot. I try and talk to all the crew and stuff and just sort of acknowledge people that are around and stuff. That's my way of doing it. Just try and focus on some noises that are encouraging and stuff like that. Yeah, just get a good solid training program. Get some good training partners if you can, and enjoy it. That's the most important thing. We've had this conversation, would I not be a stegosaurus? Was that what we agreed? Not sure. It is beautiful, absolutely amazing place. The views are absolutely incredible. Is it? Well, yeah. You can eat all sorts. Best way to do it is to macro track, and then that way you can sort of assess from there if you're getting the right amount of protein and things like that, because obviously protein's not just in those foods. Sure, but definitely like to at some point. Not sure when. Thanks, mate, that's very kind. Honestly, I think it was just his way of getting attention, basically, and getting people to talk. I'm not a big fan of that sort of stuff personally. You know, people do stuff because they enjoy it, and we should never judge anyone, no matter whether we agree with it or not. What does it matter to him if people want to do bodybuilding shows? It doesn't matter at all. You know, they all know the risks and stuff, and don't need him to spell it out. And yeah, I just think it was really negative, and I hate negativity. No, I don't mind at all, mate. If you see me again, come say hello. Great question. I would rather be the worst. Yeah, I'd rather be part of a good team, I think, because you'll get better. You know, if you're the worst player on a good team, you'll eventually raise your game to their standards, hopefully. I think that's the only way you improve, is to throw yourself in at the deep end. Dogs are cute, so definitely dog ears. Yes, I think so. I definitely need a bit of a trim up at least. Yeah, I look like a bit of a scruff, but maybe I'll do that before tomorrow, because you'll see my face on the live stream. So yeah, I probably need to have a shave and smarten myself up a little bit. Yes, I will definitely be there. I am back from America on Tuesday, and then off up to Leeds for Europe's Strongest Man after that. Oh God, it's really tough. I was actually going through it in my head last night, and with the events we've got here and all the calibre of athletes, it's really hard to pick a winner. I think there's so many exceptionally good people here. I think it's going to be an epic battle, I really do. I mean, it's far from perfect, but you know, I'm able to train. Just have to take things, some things slightly easy. But yeah, it still gives me a bit of pain on certain exercises, but apart from that, it's all good. 147 kilos at the moment. These pictures just don't do it justice at all. No, I don't agree that pork is not healthy. It's just a combination of nutrients and stuff. So there's no such thing, I don't think, as unhealthy food, really. Everything in moderation. That's awesome. Really pleased it's going well, and no problem at all. Yeah, I enjoy trying to help people, so thank you for being one of my clients. Amazing. Look forward to you starting, and yeah, together we'll get you where you want to be, I can assure you that. Kind of giving me that appreciation for the sport back again, just seeing how good everyone is and how fantastic the sport is. Instead of being part of it and stressed about everything all the time, I can sit back and actually enjoy it for what it is. So I don't think so. Oh, you know, never say never, but maybe a smaller show at some point in the future if I fancy it. But as it stands at the moment, I'm happily just enjoying life as it is. So I've done Royal Albert Hall and Manchester recently, and the women's last week. Obviously it's a little bit different, but still, you know, I was at a competition, and to be honest, I've just enjoyed just being part of it and just sitting back and watching the incredible athletes that they are. Yes, I actually bought a keyboard and started to learn a little bit during the first lockdown, and I'd like to get going with that again and do it properly and actually learn to play the piano. Honestly, the best bit of advice I can give you for your first one is just enjoy it. Don't stress yourself out too much. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Just focus on what you're capable of and go out and enjoy the show. That's the most important thing. I know nothing booked in for at the moment, but I'd love to get back out there at some point. Yeah, it was fantastic. Other times like that, I've been to Brazil, I've had a really good time, so definitely something I would like to do again, head over to Brazil, but nothing in the pipeline at the moment. So even though I'm not competing, I had to do a little interview for the Shore Classic. Got my polo shirts ready for my presenting job. Need to do something with my face as I look a scruff. But yeah, at the event, I think it reminds me of the sort of old Fortissimus days where it's like a hell of a lot of events, all heavy, but also with a good mixture. And I think we'll find the strongest person here this weekend. There'll be no, you know, the weight guys are looking really excited. Looking forward to seeing the show. The lineup's unbelievable. I was just sort of looking around in the athletes area and seeing everyone sitting there and just thinking, my God, this is going to be a hell of a show. And the events are absolutely fantastic. This because that person's just good at the moving events, and it should have been more static. I think we've got a good mixture of all the events, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all the guys compete and hopefully see some fantastic lifts done. To be honest, I don't really like to do things like that, but he would definitely be in the mix for sure. We won't know, and you know, because obviously Thor's retired. That's brilliant. If you can't, what I would do is lower the rings down, put your feet on the floor slightly and do it like an inverted row. That would work. If you can't lower the rings enough, then yeah, I'll just set up a barbell in a rack and do inverted rows instead. I don't know. I mean, I've never really understood the whole pro card thing, to be totally honest. So as much as it's an achievement and stuff, it's yeah, I don't know if too many are given out or not. You won't be able to bribe me, no chance. Not with anything. Yeah, I'll be on the Silverback and the CMP stand all day, every day, one or the other, and I'll be signing, yes. They got a later flight. No, but I did get to go to a seminar that he was doing, him, Arnie and a few others, so no, I didn't actually get to meet him as such. I don't know. I mean, you know, it is a two-way street, so you could always message me if you wanted to. Definitely not at the moment, but thanks anyway. I'd always use it as my first point, to be honest. I think that's the best way. Really nerve-wracking, so yeah, just heading over there now. Yeah, definitely way more scary than actually competing, so hopefully I do an alright job, and if I don't, it's Brian's fault, not mine. Okay, so just got myself ready, heading back over to the arena now. Yeah, I've got to do the leading of the VIP meet and greet, which is going to be So I was talking to Colin Bryce about doing all this stuff, and he suggested I have a couple of beers, so try and relax me a little bit. So maybe that's what I'll do. I just nearly got run over by an electric scooter there, by the way. Yeah, maybe I'll have a couple of beers before I do it. Might chill me out a little bit, but we'll see.